Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today, as you know, we will do the Dragon Games movie talk or TV special talk or review, whatever you want. And I want to tell you that you should comment anything you want to say about the movie. Whatever, I don't know, what you liked, what you disliked, what would you want, what anything means or stuff like that. Yeah, so let's get started. So, well, Raven actually is the good kid, and oh, look at the face, she's so happy helping everyone and doing white magic and all dark. Yay. And look at Apple's face, the disappointment when they all ask for Raven. Anyways, we actually see that Raven goes and visits her mom in a tower. Well, she can see her in a mirror because she's like a prisoner there, and they have, you know, like in prisons, a certain amount of time that they can talk with each other. There she goes, and obviously her mother tries to convince her to break the mirror in order to set her free, but well, Raven is actually restrained. But I actually liked the scene where Nevermore, her dragon, gets scared by the evil queen and goes and hides somewhere, and he has pain all over him. One thing that I haven't understood yet, and it doesn't say anything in the movie, I thought she was trapped for decades. At least that was what the trailer said. The evil queen in the mirror, I mean. And well, they don't mention anything like that, but if that happened, how did she raise Raven from the mirror? That was my question, and it did not get answered. But also in the film, they didn't even mention the decades. Also, Snow White appears in the movie, and she is kind of not that good. I don't know, I thought that she would be the best ever. Yeah, and another thing that I really would like to see is a doll of her. Like, a doll of her and a doll of the evil queen, not mirror shards. I love mirror shards, but you know what I mean. And, well, okay, let's go back to Snow White. She just notices that her daughter is not that popular anymore, and she actually gets frustrated when she discovers that Raven's popularity is way more than her daughter's. So she just tells her to do stuff in order to increase popularity. And well, Apple is not that much happy after all. As we have seen from a clip that the Ever After High official channel at YouTube uploaded, Raven's mom actually makes her break the glass, but Apple does not do it on purpose. Although Apple just gets in my nerves in this movie, really gets in my nerves for many reasons, I'm gonna say. I don't know, how do you feel about Apple in this movie? She is just so annoying. She breaks the glass eventually, and the evil queen escapes from the mirror. Oh my god, I loved the dramatic music they put when the evil queen escaped the mirror. It was perfect. I loved it. Well, she just makes herself a teenager, threatens Apple not to tell anyone. So yeah, she takes her to school the other day in front of everyone in the cafeteria. Mira meets Raven there, and she's like, oh, you're so great, like your mom and stuff like that, and I admire you and all these things. Well, she actually loves Raven, but she's sneaky, and I mean, duh, she's evil queen, she would be sneaky, and she just puts fire in the cafeteria, and everyone blames Nevermore, who, by the way, actually recognizes her and gets scared again. They hang with Raven in the school, and this is actually the only time that the two of them, Raven and her mom as mirror shards, have fun together. Raven finds Nevermore in the stables, also the place where the Dragon Games took place, back at her mom's time at Ever After High. And here is also Daring, and oh my god, Daring in this movie. I have to say that I was not that much fond of Daring. He was kind of, let's say, okay, that I didn't like him that much. In this movie, had actually changed a lot, and I'm gonna explain why. Anyways, Maris' legend is actually a girl and not a boy, and is pregnant, and she lays eggs. Have you ever seen more beautiful eggs like these? And this is not a very good picture of the eggs, but like this is a good picture of the eggs. I have a better one too. So in order for the eggs to be hatched, the Raven does a spell to keep them warm, and Mira just makes the spell a little bit stronger. So the eggs are hatched. And this is the picture of the eggs that are beautiful. So, oh, the cute little dragons up there, and what a surprise, they just look similar to the princesses. Well, Mira puts her hand in there, something bad happens, and some dragons are bad dragons. Mira just a demonstration on riding the dragon Nevermore, and as Blondie is filming there, Snow White understands who she is. So she goes to Ever After High. She hires Lizzie and Aisling to design some uniforms for dragon riding, and the models are Holly and Poppy O'Hara. Well, that was not the version she actually went there, obviously, and the reason was for the Dragon Games to come back. Well, she actually tells Bailey that it was Apple's idea so that she can increase her daughter's popularity, even though Apple doesn't like the fact that she's lying when she says that the Dragon Games was her idea, but she doesn't have a problem lying and coloring Raven's mom, who is, by the way, the Evil Queen, who, by the way, poisoned her mom, and who, by the way, is probably going to hurt her too because she threatens her all the time. Yeah, while Apple doesn't say anything, Snow White actually just tells everyone that Mira is the Evil Queen in her face, like in front of everyone. And of course, Mira is actually very annoyed at the moment, and also Raven is so surprised. It didn't even cross her innocent mind. She admits it. She takes her casual form as the Evil Queen, as casual as an Evil Queen can get, and how everyone just is so surprised. Maybe just, I loved it from the trailer, says,
"Yay! The Evil Queen's here! Said no one ever!"
I loved it. Snow White, because she's good, gives a chance to the Evil Queen to coach the two teams for Dragon Games. She wants to capture the Evil Queen after the games. Magic mirror that can capture anything Warner tells the mirror to. So the girls actually enroll to take part to the games. Fable actually overhears, because she is a sneaky dark fairy, that Raven says that she doesn't even want to take part if her mother is there, because her mother is evil and she's not going to do anything good. So she just has this great idea. I don't know why Fable. I mean, her mother is supposed to be the dark fairy from the Sleeping Beauty, which was a really powerful dark fairy. She just actually goes to the Evil Queen and tells that she will do anything to be like her, and just to make her see how dark she could be. And well, the other day when the coaches are supposed to be members of the teams, the Evil Queen does something that she would actually do that, and she chooses Apple to be the captain of her team. So that she cannot be with her mother. And Apple actually just tries to tell something that I want to be with my mother since then. And the Evil Queen just says, "Do you want me to start and tell everyone how I got out of the mirror?" It was the most villain thing to do at the moment. I liked that part. And well, what can Snow White do? She chooses Darling as a captain of her team. So the teams just go like in the picture. Fable just knows for the mirror that when the Evil Queen is going to make a demonstration with Snow White, Fable can look for the mirror and take it. Snow White's bag actually is close to where Daring is. Daring brings a bunch of mirrors with him there. She just accidentally falls down the floor. The mirrors get mixed up, and so the mirror that captures goes to Daring's possession now, and Daring has the slightest idea, but Fable obviously does not notice. So since we had the teams, we had to have a demonstration of the little dragons, and okay, just I have to say a thing. So how does this is the previous dragons here? I mean, especially Holly's dragon is an entirely different color, and so why Nevermore did not get a big dragon? I mean, he's kind of the main dragon in the movie. Poppy's dragon has a little potential in him. Fable just does something requested from the Evil Queen to make the dragons big. So at the second phase, the girls just start the games. Since everything is filmed by Blondie, Clara and Justine make their first appearance there. I really like Justine and Farrell, especially Justine. I was really pissed off, especially from Apple. I mean, the Evil Queen just told them to win by all means, and Apple did a horrible thing. She just threw Darling off her dragon. By the way, they are playing Quidditch, people. They are just playing Quidditch, just not on broomsticks like in Harry Potter and on dragons. With Darling out, Snow White has no choice but to admit they surrender, and that's when Raven joins Snow White's team, what was actually planned by the Evil Queen without Raven knowing. So everything went according to plan. She tells Apple not to follow the Evil Queen's orders. The Evil Queen, I don't know, she has her eyes set on Nevermore. She just spells him every time in this movie. She must really hate this poor dragon. And she just makes him have fire hiccups. He just sets the school on fire so that everyone can blame Raven for doing that. And well, we just come to the incident when everyone thinks has the right mirror that captures. Snow White tries to capture the Evil Queen. She fails, obviously. The Evil Queen breaks the mirror, so she thinks she cannot be captured anymore. But the thing is that actually Daring has the mirror and he captures himself. Yeah, everyone was running because the school was on fire, but he was just sitting there staring himself at the mirror and got captured, of course. The Evil Queen takes over the school because she has captured nearly all teachers in the school. Well, she restores the school so that people can think that she's changed. Darling comes to find a mirror, and so she kind of worries because she hasn't seen Daring since the fire, and he actually is in trouble and he started losing his mind inside there. Oh my god. Raven finds out that Apple was the one to break the mirror and set her mom free, and she says it was you. You have to pick one side. You can't be on both sides. And she's actually right, because I mean, Apple is a little brat. That's what she is in this movie. The Evil Queen makes Snow White a snake. Okay. Raven just is so fed up with everything and she just wants to leave the place and go somewhere else. So she asks Darling, do you know a place to go? And she says, of course I know, meet me at the stables. Fable is there, she overhears them again. She goes and tells everything to Raven's mom, and Raven's mom just rips the school out of the ground. That's when Ramona Badwolf appeared. And Ramona Badwolf is actually the daughter of the Big Bad Wolf. And as you have seen the new doll, nobody has seen Ramona, and I believe that first, Ever After High and Mattel just did it again and we're not gonna get a doll of her, or she is going to be a doll but they haven't leaked a photo of her, and I hope this is what is going on because I really like her. And by the way, she reminds me of Lucy Hale, who is playing Arya in Pretty Little Liars. Well, as she just turns from this side, we can see that she has her ears uncovered and they are wolf ears. Something that Cerise, the other daughter of the Big Bad Wolf, who is claiming to just be the daughter of the Red Riding Hood, hides so well underneath her hood. The girls to the Dark Forest just take advantage of the fact that they can be safe somewhere else. So they go all together, and that's when eventually they meet with the Pixies. I mean, the Pixies, I was wondering when they're going to appear in the film. They can communicate very well with Ashlyn, because as we know, Ashlyn can communicate with all the creatures in the forest. And Dirla actually heals Darling's leg. They actually lead them to their lair. As they walk there, oh my god, Darling just starts to wander above Daring again. And that was a second epic line from Maddie.
I saw him at school lots of times, and at the Dragon Center and once in a dream, but he was a goat.
Oh my god, I just wanted to put it to you so you can hear it epic as she is. Daring is starting to lose it inside this mirror. Seriously, he can communicate with nobody, and most importantly, he cannot see and admire his pretty face. Pretty pathetic. Yeah. So what he does is he just draws himself on the glass. He admires his drawing. Jesus. So, back to school now. Since it is ripped off the ground, we have Jillian, the new student, and she just happens to be the daughter of Jack. And she has the beans, and she just throws them to the ground in order for the plants to grow. And, well, another epicness in the film is that Fable just does the guard of the school. Apple gets expelled from the Evil Queen. Of course she gets. The Evil Queen actually wants to poison her, and she gives Fable a poisoned apple in order to plant it somewhere. So Apple just goes to the stables, takes her dragon, arrives at the enchanted forest, and she finds the pixies. Fable watches her from a tree because she has followed her, and she says, "Pixies wanna be fairies." I liked that a lot. The Pixies lair was supposed to be secret, so since Apple has found some pixies, and when the girls realize that Apple is there, they are kind of shocked, and Raven is not at all happy. She demands explanation, and Apple is so ready to apologize for whatever she did. They invite her to their fire party, and Featherly offers them some fruit. This evil face in the bushes. She plants the apple in the basket. Apple takes the apple and she bites it. And look at it, it's poisoned. So yeah, she realizes that. She majorly realizes that. So obviously the girls just ran and they start crying because they think their friend is dead. But Darling realizes that she's actually snoring. Anyways, that's the perfect moment for Fable to attack, and I really don't remember the Evil Queen telling her to attack two of them. So Raven, with the help of the pixies, repels the dragons away. But Apple remains unconscious. In the other side of the glass, Daring has actually drawn his face all over the place. He realizes that the hair he is watching is his sister's at last. And then he sees Snow White in the coffin. And he actually really doesn't know what's going on. Raven feels so sorry about Apple, and she wants to apologize to her. And something else happens with Maddie. No other Ever After High movie has anyone mentioned before Monster High, and on that moment, Maddie just mentioned Monster High.
I don't think there is such a place, unless maybe wherever monsters come from or something. But who ever heard of a Monster High? Sorry.
Like epicness. Okay, Maddie is the best. Maddie and Daring for that film are unique. They set Daring free from the mirror. They actually don't know what they said, but they set him free. First thing that he says is that he's hideous and do not look at him. I mean, not what Apple has. Daring is always going to be Daring. But then he actually accepts the fact that he has to kiss Apple in order to wake her up, because he is her destiny, or at least that's what he believes. Him and everyone. And he actually gets ready to do that, but he gets interrupted by some other classmates who, by the help of Jillian, have arrived to the Enchanted Forest. We have a cute little moment with Hunter and Ashlyn, and boom, here we have Justine, Farah, Jillian, and my favorite, Nina. Nina is another doll that's coming out, and they say that she's supposed to be shorter than any other student there, but I don't see how much shorter she is. So Fable just goes back to the Queen and tells her that she has done everything she asked, and she deserves some credit for that. And obviously the Evil Queen doesn't care about her at all. So, back to the apple thing. Daring just has to make an entrance again. He just kisses Apple and nothing happens. What? That was a twist in the story. Raven just had enough, and she just decides to go to her mom and pretend that she's bad so that her mom can believe her and they can go away and she can save her friends that way. So that was the time when Raven actually wore the clothes of the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive doll she had, and the daughter and mother evil selfie. which is hilarious by the way. Apple had quite a moment where she opened her eyes but she fell again and slept, and they were afraid that she was not breathing, so Darling gave her CPR. She could actually make her wake up. What? I mean, that was a twist or not. I don't know what exactly that meant. I mean, okay, daring is obviously not her destiny because he couldn't wake her up. And could that be a sign of, I don't know, confirmation about my theory that daring is the next beast? He's coming out as a doll with Rosabella in a 2-pack. What do you have to say about that? I think that I have revealed a secret of them. Yeah, so back to Darling actually, which is a thing here. She is a charming and she is a girl. So I believe that since we have the new slogan Princess Power Shine, you know, that she actually saved the day. It could be. I mean, seriously, for that part, I really need your thoughts there. Come on guys, just comment down below. So, with Apple up, without knowing who woke her up, with everyone just being awkward, Fable comes and tells them the secret password for the capturing thing. So, actually, with the mother and daughter here, the things did not go smoothly because the mother just realized that Raven was telling her lies, that she wanted to be evil. She totally didn't want to. All this fight moments, and eventually Raven gets captured in this pink thing. Her friends are on their way to save her, and the evil queen has the bad dragons and she goes against them. Well, Raven actually is so powerful here. Another powerful thing with girls, princess power. So Raven takes Nevermore and she joined the others against her mother. Yeah, Blondie, I don't know how she does it, but she actually is filming again the whole thing. So people at school actually can watch it from their mirror pods. And in this picture we have Mayshell Mermaid, the daughter of the Little Mermaid, but not like her weird looking doll. The time has come, Apple has the mirror, she wants to capture her, but she's not strong enough, so Raven comes and gives her a boost, and her mother is, boom, captured inside the mirror. And guess what? The mirror also breaks. And as the mirror breaks, everything is restored back. The school just returns to the ground level. And yeah, people just talk. Ramona is talking with Rosabella. Fable is talking with Darling. Okay, whatever. All the professors and Snow White are restored to their previous appearance. And here we have Mayshell again. A little bit of Justin, and back the two sisters, Ramona with Cerise. Well, Apple just joins her mother and tells her that she loves her very much, if I'm not wrong. Anyways, and we have another mother-daughter moments when Raven just goes for her usual visits up at the tower, like it started actually. Her mother actually loves her, that is the thing. She doesn't even hold a grudge against her daughter. And later on, they are going to play a game. The mirror is at the field and her mom cheering for her daughter Raven. Oh well, they start playing, and that is it actually. That is the film. It just ends a little bit suddenly, like it's cut. I thought it would end like more smoothly. Well guys, I really thought it was the best movie of Ever After High so far, and I really would like to hear your opinions on the matter. It had suspense, it had too much action, I mean with the dragons and all, it had twists, and it had a kind of a good ending. Yeah, so what are really your thoughts here guys? I will be answering all of your comments as I always do, but I would really like you to tell me things that you also liked, and maybe things that I haven't even mentioned here. Well, if you liked this, a long video, probably the longest I've ever made, hit the like button. If you want to see more things of me, go and check my channel. If you like, subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye!